when you're on the road, you get cramped up, you don't have a lot of time, you're busy doing all your stuff. When you're just chilling, you like to play video games?
I think I'm the only one in the band that's really into video games.
So you're kind of a video game freak a little bit?
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah. What's your favorite game?
Well, right now I'm playing The Witcher 2, which is it's a role playing game. It's an adult role playing game, and it's pretty cool. You know, there's some guy who assassinated a king, and they blamed it on you, and it's totally not your fault. And you just got to try and find out who this guy is that did it. And he's a Witcher too. It's like a thing. You're a Witcher. And,
Are you a comic book guy too then?
Oh, absolutely.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So you're that guy in the band.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of comic books are you into?
I like DC comics a lot. I think that
Okay.
I feel like they're a lot more adult than the Marvel comics. I mean, I like them both. I liked Marvel when I was a little kid, and I started getting into DC, and I was like, I think these are better comic books. I'm a really big fan of Green Lantern. Always have, always will be. I never saw the movie. You know, I heard it was not as exciting as I would have liked it to be, but
you know, whenever I get a chance to get away from home and travel around myself, I always love checking out the local cuisine. Is there a certain type of food that you go for or you look for? Or when you're out on the road, have you had some really good eating experiences?
We try to get like the famous things in each town. Like when we were in Philly, we had a Philly cheesesteak, and it was good. It was probably my favorite thing that we had outside of Chicago. You know, we go to a lot of barbecue places too, but it ends up like, you know, we ask all the people that are in town, we're like, oh, where's the best place to eat that's barbecue around here? And they're always like, Famous Dave's, and you're like, that guy's from Chicago. I can get that at home.
Okay, did you guys grow up together?
Kind of.
Okay.
We have a little bit of an age difference between some of us, but I mean, me and Mike, our guitar player, we actually went to the same high school.
Oh.
He was there after I was, but yeah, we went to the same high school, and we were all in different local bands, so we were playing shows with each other, kind of that friendly competition. Not always so friendly, but you know.
What was the name of your very first band that you were in?
Oh, the very first band I was in, like the very first more serious band was Mindframe.
Mindframe.
Yeah.
That's such a great name.
Oh yeah,
That's a great name.
There were like 14 other Mindframes. We like Googled it or whatever. You know, we're like, oh, there's too many Mindframes.
So Ben, do you have any certain rituals that you go through before you hop on stage? I know that people sometimes have a routine or whatever to get them into the groove.
Well, I'm big into vocal hygiene, and I know I have to warm up every single day, even if we don't have a show. So I make sure I do all my warm-ups before we go on stage, and then drink a lot of water. You know, water's always good for everybody, no matter what you're doing. And then right before we go on, me and Rick get together and we kind of give each other some hits in the arm, or we slap each other's arms really hard, just try and amp ourselves up, you know? That's the rituals we have, pretty much.
So Ben, what's the reason that you got into this business? Why are you in this profession?
That's a good question. I started, I was in band as a kid, and my whole family is very musically inclined. And then I got into rock music, and I decided that, you know, like I really like this rock music stuff, you know, so I'm gonna go for it. And then I played bass for a while in bands, and then I ended up singing in bands, and I just decided that I didn't want to live like a normal life and have a normal 9 to 5. So, you know, chose the most far from 9 to 5 thing you can do, and you know, it's going pretty well. Oh, okay. Well, to travel up here, we have this RV, and we wanted to not take it through the most mountainous region of the country, so we decided that we're going to take it around and down. Plus, we had a lot of stuff in Texas and some Arizona stuff and stuff like that. So we're getting, you know, there's a lot of border patrol checks over there. There's
right.
You know, so we're going. There's a big old stop. We're like, oh, our first border patrol check. You know,
right.
Figured there for sure they were going to come in and be crazy. So we get there, and the lady's like, how many people? You know, how many people are in here? We're like 5, and she's like, y'all from Illinois? And we're like, yeah, we're from Illinois. And she's like, okay, well, you guys in a band? And we're like, yeah, here it comes. You know, open your trailer, come in with the dogs.
Right.
And
sure.
And then she's like, what's the name of the band? And she was like, okay, well, you guys are good to go. We're like, sweet. So she turns around and she walks over to her coworker, and and she was like, oh, you know, what band is it? And
right.
And we're driving away, and she's like, 7 Day Sonnet. And this lady starts like, oh, 7 Day Sonnet. And we're like, what's going on? So, you know, it's kind of cool. I was happy about it.